Hey everyone, welcome to Craving Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Now in this video, I'm going to share a potential huge scoop on Scream 6 that has me very excited and all of the potential things we could see as a result of this decision that has been made for the movie. I also have an on-site location picture to back it up. And all that's left for me to say right now is trick or treat. Let's go. So my friend Chris, who resides in Montreal, has once again given me the exclusive scoop and image that I'm thrilled to share with you all shortly. Now, recently on some live streams, I have discussed scenarios that I would love to see in a Scream movie that we've never seen before. And one of my most favorite ideas that I've always wanted to see is a Scream movie taking place on Halloween. I think that it would be incredible. Well, folks, I have an amazing image to share with you that was taken this morning at the filming location of what's rumored to be Gale Weathers' home in the fictional New York City. So look at this incredible image. What do we see set up on the front porch? That's right, a jack-o'-lantern and a full-blown Halloween setup on the front porch with pumpkins and the hay and everything. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, set up on, again, what's supposed to be Gale Weathers' front porch. Now, of course, we don't have any context around this. We don't know what the story is, what was written, how this applies exactly to the storyline. But what we can say for sure is that this is no doubt a Halloween setup. We have a jack-o'-lantern, so it's not just pumpkins where, it could be just the fall. We have a jack-o'-lantern, so we know this is happening either around Halloween or on Halloween. And the reason I love the idea of a Halloween setup is because look at the potential. Can you imagine seeing the streets filled with trick-or-treaters all wearing costumes and masks? And then we have Ghostface, who's in and out of the crowd. You would have no clue who he is or she or they are. And there's going to be more than one. So you have no idea knowing who it is that is out there amongst the crowd. And if we have a scenario where there's a murder that happens, and let's say it is Halloween, and it happens, and there's just a frenzy of people, because remember, in these buildings, there's multiple dwelling places here. People live in multiple buildings, or multiple people live in multiple buildings, however you want to say it. A lot of people live there. Okay, so all I'm just saying is that if a murder happens and it's a really big thing, maybe it's done in public, maybe someone's stabbed, and it's a frenzy. It's insanity, right? People running everywhere. There's trick-or-treaters in the halls, on the streets. They're everywhere. And so it would be very easy for a masked killer in a Ghostface costume to just blend in, literally be walking right in front of the police, and they would have no idea. They wouldn't even have to run. They could just literally walk out and be right amongst everyone and have no problems whatsoever escaping. And I just think that's the endless possibilities are amazing. So I don't know how much of the movie is going to be set here. We don't know if we're going to be having time jumps. I kind of doubt it because we're in New York City. Again, we don't know for sure, but this, at least at the very minimum, gets me very pumped at the idea that we are actually going to see, for the first time ever, blatantly on screen, a Scream film taking place on or around Halloween. And I think it's brilliant. I absolutely love the idea. And imagine this. Imagine if we see trick-or-treaters in Ghostface costumes, not just other costumes, which I'm about to talk about. But imagine if we see a bunch of, Ghostface costumes walking around. It would be amazing. And then add to that. Now, here's where this is one way that the movie can get meta in a very awesome and, again, unique way to any of the previous films. Could you imagine if we see a scenario where we've got Michael Myers masks, costumes walking around? We've got Freddy Krueger. And you could give another homage to Wes. You get Freddy Krueger costumes going around. You could have Jason costumes. All of the iconic slasher villains in horror history, they could all be represented. You could have Jigsaw. You could have the puppet face. I mean, all of these different things. Now, the question would be then is can they legally, from a copyright perspective, do it? How much money would it cost for them to use the likeness of those masks? That may get dicey, and frankly, it may not be. They may be too expensive to do that. But perhaps if they can't get multiple costumes, they could perhaps get maybe one. Maybe they already have the Scream mask, so that's easy. So you load up a bunch of people in Scream costumes, and then just general Halloween costumes, right? You'll have some mixed in that are not obviously the slasher villains. You get ghosts, witches, werewolves, all that kind of stuff peppered in as you would in a normal street. Normal Halloween, it's always very diverse in costumes. But if Paramount and Spyglass, they could perhaps purchase the rights or pay the royalties, not the rights, but the royalties to have maybe a Michael Myers or just for Freddy Krueger. I wish there was some cross promotion here. Like if it was Universal, it would be a lot easier, to get a Michael Myers in there. But anyway, I'm just saying, or you could have something very similar to those characters.Maybe it's not an exact costume. The mask is not perfectly Freddy Krueger or perfectly Michael Myers. Maybe it's a white mask, but way different looking, but it's still representative of who we know. The only reason that I would love it to see the real thing is because we know in the Scream universe, these movies exist. I mean, remember the first Scream? They're watching Halloween in Stu's house. I mean, so they know about Stu. I mean, they know about Terror Train. They know about Prom Night. They know about Michael Myers and Halloween. And Freddy Krueger. So it would be really cool just because the movies that we know and love are also known in the Scream universe. So I would love to see that. But again, it may just come down to a matter of economics. It may not be plausible from a money perspective to pay all of those royalties they would have to pay to have these masks in the movie. However, if they can't do that, they can do them similar and probably get away with it. And I just think it'd be very cool having murders taking place on Halloween with people or with in ghost face mask. Obviously, it's Scream, and then other people in ghost face masks, and then they're running everywhere. They're just like, there's no way the police can track them all down because you've got people running up alleyways to get away from the insanity. And so it would be really cool. This picture excites me again, guys. I hope you guys love this, and I think it gives us a lot of potential for some amazing shots and amazing scenes. And I'm so excited to have seen this update this morning. I opened up my inbox, and Chris already had the scoop for me waiting. So I'm pumped. Thank you again, Chris. You are the man. Can't wait to have you on the channel soon to talk more about these things in real time with you. But guys, I hope you all enjoyed this picture and this update. And I want to hear what you think about it. How do you feel about a Scream, at least part of the film perhaps, taking place on Halloween? How do you think that's going to play out? Does that get you as excited as it does me? I think it's going to be incredible. All right, guys, leave your comments below. I want to hear your theories, ideas, thoughts, and your thoughts in the comments section below. And that's going to be it. But I'll be back soon with more Scream and other horror movie content. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, this is Craving Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Thanks for watching.